Okay. Everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat. Here today at Shira David Baruch Hashem. It's another beautiful day here in Eretz Yisrael. Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Mishpatim. It's it's also Shabbos Shkolim and Shabbos Mevarchim. Wow. Powerful Shabbos, right? Powerful Shabbos. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Chodesh Adar is coming. Baruch Hashem. Okay. We have 53 mitzvahs in the parsha this week, right? 53. 23 positive commandments, 30 negative commandments. Beautiful things. Okay. We're learning Likutey Halachos, Baruch Hashem. We're learning Hilchos Birchos HaPeros, the laws on blessings of fruits. We're in Halacha Hey 5, which again, I always like to start off by telling you that lesson is based on this lesson. All of Halacha Hey really has in it the foundation of lesson 88 in Likutey Maran Tinyana, the second book. Okay, this the Halacha Hey is founded on that lesson. Reb Nosson switched and he put the first floor of the building. Okay, he put lesson 6 that we were learning about yesterday and the day before. And today now we're going to continue and blend everything together the way Reb Nosson does so amazing. Right? He makes a beautiful tapestry out of it. Okay. V'zeh bechinas Sefiras Omer, 14. This is the idea of Sefiras Omer. Ki b'yimei ha-sefira anu mitarin atzmeinu b'bechinas hadamim royim sheheim b'bechinas zu amas Mitzrayim. Because what are we doing during the whole time of Sefira? What is the whole goal of Sefira? To purify us, right? To purify us. Again, I'd like to just say that this weekend is still part of the weeks of Shovavim, and you also can make different repairs right now. A very auspicious time for repairs. Okay. Same idea. But the whole idea of Sefira is to purify us from the Zuma, the Tumah of Mitzrayim, the impurity of Egypt, right? We were defiled being in Egypt, just being there, right? The Torah says that Mitzrayim was the Ervas Haaretz, right? It's the lowest place as far as immorality that was existing over there and idol worship. It was wow. Usfira sheikka hatahara hu mebechinas hadomim shemehem hoyu yoinkim hamitzriyim. And the whole idea, what is the tahara of the Sefira? It's an idea of the blood that the Mitzrayim were yoinik from. What does he mean? Hainu me achoirei shem ekya shu gematria dam. Right, we discussed that, right? In other words, and that's now we understand why when Moshe Rabbeinu met with HaKadosh Baruch Hu at the Sneh, and he asked Hashem, what name should I use? Hashem told him, Ekya, because Ekya, right, is the same gematria as Dam. Unbelievable. She'al zeh nemar ve'erech mispaiseses b'damayich v'oimelach b'damayich chayi. Isn't that beautiful? A beautiful pasuk in Yecheskel. Today we have a bris in the shul, Baruch Hashem. That's why we didn't say Tachnan this morning. Isn't it amazing, right? And then what did they say by the bris? Ve'erech mispaiseses b'damayich v'oimelach b'damayich chayi b'damayich chayi. What are the two different bloods that we're talking about there? Right? We're talking that we were wallowing in blood. What blood are we wallowing in? So Chazal tell us that it was the Dam Mila and the Dam Korban Pesach. Right? Those are the two. That's what the reference is to. Is to those mitzvahs. Pesach but like we learned, the whole idea of Pesach was we were in this low place in Mitzrayim. We were wallowing in the impurity of Egypt, right? We were defiled in Mitzrayim. And comes HaKadosh Baruch Hu out of nowhere, and he picks us up and he takes us out of Mitzrayim. It's amazing. She'er aleinu ha'ara atzuma sheloi bahadarga. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us some revelation that we were not, it wasn't on our level. We weren't there ready to be on that level. We were very, very low. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us such a beautiful shining of kedusha. We didn't know what to do with it. It was tangible, but we didn't know what to do with it. And then after right away, the next day, it left, exits, leaves. Right, and we know, right? The Leil Pesach is that we have now. Mitzvah Hashem Abba Leil L'Toiva, Mitzvah Hashem, is Leil Shimurim, right? It's a special night, right? Most people have a minute. They don't even say Kriya Shema Alamita. You don't have to say it because it's a special night. It's Leil Shimurim. It's a protected night.
Which is the protected night?
Passover.
The
Seder night.
Oh, so you don't say...
Right, the Seder night, only the Seder night. And then what we have to do is now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed you, hey, you see that? This is the prize. This is the prize. He showed us the prize. Now, you're going to have to work to achieve the prize. I showed you the prize. Now, if you want it, you're going to have to work to achieve it. Okay? Badarga. And you're going to have to do, okay. This is the idea of Sefira Sa'imer, to take us, to clean us up from the bloods, from the impure blood. Like we were learning, the blood, that the dam is nekar, it transforms into the cholaf, right? We were learning about that, right? It turns into blood. The same way when you have the lady that has the dam nida, and then she's a meleda, she gives birth. Then while she gives birth, that blood that was flowing from her now transforms, and it turns into the milk for the baby. Amazing. Hu bechinas shem ekya. Dahainu latzeis mi bechinas hastoris v'achoyrei shem ekya shu gematria dam. U'liskois lebechinas ekya shu Ana zamin lemeheve, until you come to the idea of ekya of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is ana zamin lemeheve. I am now prepared to be. I'm now prepared. I'm ready. Because during the days of Sefira, we're preparing ourselves to get to Kabbalah, to have a real Kabbalah Satira and Shuas. Isn't that so amazing? And then everybody, no matter who they were, no matter what level anyone was in Klal Yisrael, everyone saw HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's amazing. That's, I'm here now, I'm ready. Okay, Hashem, I'm here. I understand my mission and I want to accept my mission. I'm ready to accept my mission. That we want to have a God. We want to be connected to Hashem. And we understand that Zayah tells us, right? The Torah, Hashem, and the Jewish people are one. So again, we are one with Hashem, of course, because we have the neshama inside of us. And then when we got the Torah, we connected that completed the group of three, right? The group of three, Kadesh, 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 right? We learned the Aleph, the upper Nikud, the lower Nikud, the Vav, right? All these ideas of three, right? So that was another idea of three. Because the whole world and every person is dependent on the Torah. Because again, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was istachled by Raisa. He looked into the Torah. And he was Bayrei Olam. He created the world via looking into the Torah. So that means everyone that's in this world has something to do with the Torah. Right? If everything in the world has something to do with Torah, Because it was created from Hashem looking into the Torah. Right? We understand, like you take a builder, right? So what does a builder do? A builder takes the plan, the tochnit. He takes his plan from the architect. He looks into it, and he says, "Okay, now we're going to dig here. We're going to do this. We're going to do this." And the next thing you know, you have a building standing there. That's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu did. He looked into the Torah. The Torah was the blueprint, the tochnit of the whole world. So everyone has something to do with the world. In the world has something to do with the Torah. Kiad matan Torah haya kol oila mismaitet kimay shamra b'senzon l'racha ala posik nemoigim eretz v'chol yishveh anoichi tikanti amodeha sela. Before the Torah was given, the world was kind of teetering. It wasn't solid, because the Torah wasn't revealed, that the world came through the Torah. So it was okay, but it was only founded once we accepted the Torah, because that was the whole purpose of all creation, so we can accept the Torah. Isn't that amazing? And that's why we understand. That's why when it came to Pesach, right, the sacrifice that they did on Pesach morning, right, the Pesach morning, right after the Leil, right after the Seder, what did they brought? The Omer Sa'ira. They brought this barley offering, a waving. On Sukkot we waved the lulav in 6 directions, right? Right, you waved the lulav in 6 directions, right? On Pesach, we waved the kohen. He waved the sa'irim in 6 directions. Same idea, huh? He did it in 6 directions. Shehu mamachal behema, but sa'irim, barley, is animal fodder. It's not people food. Yes, today you'll tell me, well, we like barley. I eat barley. Okay, Lemaisa, barley is not people food. But they say the same thing about corn, right? Corn is really for animals, right?
Some say. Some say.
Oh, the guys that sell it, the people. They say it's not for. Or whatever. Ki toiv loy shaloi nivra mishanivra. It's better for a person to be not created than to be created. Listen, think about it. On one hand, the neshama is up in Shemayim. It's peaceful. It's so nice. And then Hashem says, "Okay, come. You're going downstairs." Right? The guy's nice home is relaxed. And then he has to go out to work. How does he feel? Hashem is relaxed. So was it good that we were created? Well, on one hand, it was good that we're created, because look what we can accomplish in this world. But look at the dangers of coming into this world. Right? A lot of dangers. Raka kol heim k'may chaya. Ubehema bedamus ha'adam. Bedamus adam. Some people are like, they're people, but they're really animals in the image of a person. I mean, take a look at the Nazis, Yamach Shemam. Those were not human beings. They were monsters in the bodies of people. Right? I mean, look at these Hamasniks. I mean, all these guys. What are they? They're not people. They look like people, but they're not people. Huh? Okay, you wanna call them a chamor? Okay. Chomer, right? Matter.
That's a compliment.
No, he's called them chomer. Chomer is matter. It's like matter.
Oh, matter.
Substance. Yeah, matter. Yeah. Ki ikar ha'adam hu hadas amiti shel Torah kadosh. Because what is really a person? It's his das. We said yesterday, Rabbi Eliezer said, if someone has the das of Hashem and he knows that I have my ups and downs, that person is like living in the life of the Beis Hamikdash, as if the Beis Hamikdash was built. Why? Because we said, because if the person can live that way, he feels the reverence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu wherever he is. Right? And that's what the Beis Hamikdash did. You felt the reverence of Hashem, the awesomeness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu when you came to the Beis Hamikdash, and you saw all the miracles. But that's when the person has das. Oh, so now we understand. So before, when we came out of Mitzrayim, yeah, we were Jew, we were nice people, but we weren't refined. So the same way an animal's not refined. Right? The same way an animal's not refined. So then that's why we had to bring the carbon siren, right? The barley offering. Because that's the level we were on. Gam siren hu machal behema merame sheikra atikon al yedei bechinas hashtika bebechinas doim la Hashem. The same idea. The same idea of this as we keep learning, the dom and doim. Right? Dom is quiet. Be quiet. When you hear the embarrassment, keep quiet. You make yourself like the behema that can't talk. Isn't that nice? Use it for your advantage. In other words, the same way an animal can't talk, it wants to talk, but it can't talk. Mm-hmm. Unless it's Bilam's donkey, right? No, but okay. Other than that, regular animals don't talk, right? Right? And your dog won't talk to you, right? No matter what you do, right?
Not with words.
No, I understand. It won't speak. Won't speak. No matter what you do, right? No matter what you do, right? So that's why you make yourself like that. When someone's I don't say anything. So that's why we brought this carbon in the Beis Hamikdash. We brought this barley in the Beis Hamikdash. Carbon. We waved it as a carbon. We're elevating. The Oimer Sa'irim, this barley, we're elevating Shu Machal Be'ema Shiyah Nase Carbon La'aleis Reach Nichayach L'Hashem, so it can become a sacrifice, to become a pleasing aroma for Hashem. Ki anu mechinen atzmeinu l'kabalas ha'Torah la'aleis me'behema l'adam. We're working on the whole process of Pesach is starting the first day, to take ourselves out from the realm of being an animal to becoming a human being. Right, that's the whole point. To become an Adam with das. To change the dam into Adam. I want to become a person, a man. And that's when man comes to the world. Right, the baby is born with all the desires. Right, the baby cries, he wants this. The baby cries, he wants that. Right. And there has no knowledge. Because the baby has a small mind. We understand that. I mean, everyone can relate to that, right? And the whole idea, we say in the katan legadol. You want to take the baby out of to be from a katan to a gadol. He should take his mind out of the katness, the small-mindedness, and to come into a mind of greatness. From the idea of being an animal with only wanting things and not having any understanding of anything. Everything is, that's the process. And that's our whole process in life, is to constantly to raise ourselves up and to make ourselves and to be connected more to that Aleph, to make us into a person, to take dam blood, Dalid Mem, and put an aleph in front of it, you become Adam. Oz maschilin lispa Sefira Sheleimah sheva Shabbos. And then we start counting the Sefira 7 weeks. Sheklal kavanes Sefira hu b'shem Eker. The whole idea of the Sefira is Eker shezeh ikar hachona lekabalas haTorah ono zamen lemevi. I'm getting myself ready to be. I want to become. I'm getting myself ready during the Sefira to become the person to be able to accept the Torah. Oh, beautiful. Shehu liskais lahashlim bechinas aleph. The person can be mashlim. He can complete that aleph, make a beautiful aleph, with having the nekuda on the top and the bottom and the vav in the middle. He has a beautiful, pristine aleph. Tahainu. Lakasha nekuda tachtoina ba'nekuda elyoina, connect the lower dot of the aleph with the upper dot. Dainu shekol echad mi Yisrael mikol makom shehu yikasher es atzmei letzadik. Wherever level a Jew's on, he can connect himself to the tzaddikim, to the teachings of the tzaddikim, and anyone can do that. And that's how we prepare ourselves. And of course, we use the example of in lesson 6, Karei Yeshua, right? Karei Yeshua. And what's the lesson about? Talking about this idea about the Aleph, right? About the Aleph. And Moshe Rabbeinu is the tzaddik. Of course, he's the Rabban Shel Yisrael, right? He's the Rebbe of Klal Yisrael, and he's of course illuminating the Torah. He's projecting the Torah. And then everyone below are the students. Yeshua is the student. He's the faithful student of Moshe Rabbeinu, right? He never left his tent, right? So that's us. We can always be connected to the teachings of the tzaddikim. Is the lower level, the lower nakud of the aleph, and connects to the upper level of the nakud of the aleph. And that's why we learn Pirkei Avos when we start Sefira. During this time of Sefira, you start Pirkei Avos. Umaschilin Moshe kibel Torah miSinai Mosra liyeshua, v'Yeshua l'Zekanim Leviim Mosra. Right? We learn out that Moshe Rabbeinu accepted the Torah from HaKadosh Baruch Hu on Har Sinai. Right? And he gave over the Torah Mosra liyeshua. He gave over the Torah to Yeshua. Yeshua gave it over to the Zekanim, to the elders. And the elders to the Nevi'im, to the prophets. And the prophets gave it over to the sky, and so on and so forth. Okay. And every single generation, the same thing happens. Through the tzaddikim. And that's why he gives you the history. Because it always goes back to Moshe Rabbeinu, Kibel Torah miSinai. It always goes back that Moshe Rabbeinu got the Torah on Har Sinai. That's the upper level. Everything else is on the bottom. Everything goes back to Moshe Rabbeinu. Shemekablin haTorah b'chol dar b'bechinas Moshe shu bechinas nekuda yoina ki es bashusa the Moshe b'chol dara v'dara. Because Moshe Rabbeinu is mispashit. He's spread out. Moshe Rabbeinu is spread out in every single generation. The tzaddikim say, where is Moshe Rabbeinu buried? In the heart of every single Jew. Moshe Rabbeinu is in our heart. If we only want to reveal him, he's there. We have to just reveal him. Oh, how do you like that? The mountain, Karekel, the mountains, and the Kudel Yoina, to Maraima Vinisa Miyoid, Mishpatecha Tahoim Rabba, Bezeh Bechinas Nekuda Tachtainim. And the family, Mishpatecha, the family, that's down. Mountain, this same idea, we say that in that pasuk, Tzadik Agodol, B'mala Nifla, Zoichet, Tzikosai, Oile, Lamala, Gavoya. The tzaddikim, of course, their level, their work, and the effort they put in to their avodas Hashem, of course, brings them up to high levels. The Rama Kahare Ikel, like a lofty mountain, right? But the greatness of the tzaddikim is that they can illuminate in a low place as well. And they can teach the low people. Bechinas nikuda tachtoina shezeh bechinas mishpatecha tohaim rabba. Mishpatecha tohaim rabba. In the tohaim rabba, look at that. Mishpatecha tohaim. What's tohaim rabba? Depth. The down, fell down, deep. Shafilu misha kilkil masav meyoid. Ad shemishpatoi leireid litohaim. Parshas Mishpatim, how you like that? Right? Mishpatai, right? Mishpatim. Right? Leireid litohaim rabba rachman litzlan. He fell into the pits of hell. He fell all the way down. Gam kein lebechinis nikud al yoin leidia gam sham nimsa Hashem yizbarach. It doesn't matter. You have to understand, if you're in this world, no matter what level you're on, Hashem is there. Is HaKadosh Baruch Hu is miloi chol haaretz kivodo. What does that mean? Kol haaretz, the entire world. Kol is everything. It's all inclusive. So whatever level a person's on in the world, whether he's on a high level or a low level, Hashem is with him. V'bechinat yatsa sheol hineka. Shezel bechinas baki beratzi baki b'shava yedei zeh nasa aleph and ishlam bechinas adam, and that's how you make the person, by being the baki beratzi baki b'shav, and that's what we're doing this whole process through Sefira. Isn't it? It's amazing how Rav Nassim puts this all together. I'm just blown away by it. How he gives you a beautiful drasha like this. And he quotes these psukim to bring everything together, right? It's amazing. He connects the two. It's beautiful, godless. Adam ubehema. That's why we say Adam ubehema tashia Hashem. Whether the person's in Adam or the person's on the level of behema, like the carbon imis irim, tashia Hashem will help them. He'll save them. B'nei Adam she'arumim b'das ka'adam u'meisiyim atzmam kibehema. The Gemara in Chulin says, it's amazing. B'nei Adam she'arumim, those that are lacking, they don't have das. Those that don't have das. Arum means they're not clothed in das. They don't have das. Doesn't translate well in English, right? Sharum, they're lacking das.
This is reference to the Adam Arishan, right?
Yeah.
B'nei Adam Sharum b'das.
B'nei Adam, no, that would be Adam Arishan. No, this is B'nei Adam.
B'nei Adam Sharum b'das ke'Adam.
Ke'Adam.
The Adam Arishan.
Yeah. Umeisimim atzmam kibeimet. Hainu sheyadei shadayin ein lo yavaya ba'olam machma shalei tikein masav al kein hu be'einav kibehema. The person in his own eyes, he feels like he's a baby. He feels that way. He writes he wants to prepare himself that he can have a God in this world. That's how you become a person. I understand what level I'm on, but I'm striving to become the person that I can be. When a person understands that my level where I'm at, but I want to come closer to you, Hashem will certainly save you. If you only turn to Him, that's all you have to do. He knows that he's like a behemoth. And he tries again. Every day, like we learned, every day you start again. You attach yourself to the tzaddik emes. It's unbelievable, the tzaddikim that we can connect to today. It's unbelievable. And the teachings that they can mamash give us chiyas. It's amazing. Again, connecting the lower level, the lower dot to the upper dot. If you really want to appreciate this lesson, learn lesson 6 in Likutey Moran, And you'll see how beautiful Rab Nassan's doing over here. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. Lakasha es atzmai mitahaim rabba l'harei kel, to turn yourself from the tahaim rabba, from the depths, from the pits, all the way going up to the heights of being connected with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ata mekusha yafa hapasik v'tzidkoscha v'adam v'hemat hashia Hashem. And now you can understand the pasuk that we say. We say this pasuk every time on Matzah Shabbos, right? No, by mincha time, right? Before Kaddish. Right? V'ata mekushi yafa hapasik hazeh tzidkoscha adam v'hemat hashia Hashem. Okay. To me, this is a beautiful lesson to understand really what our mission is on Sefira, to understand why the Torah had the commandment to have a oimer sa'irim. Right? This is in the Torah. Why does the Torah command us on Pesach to bring oimer sa'irim? We don't have that any other time. It's only on Pesach. You don't do it any other time of the year. It's only on Pesach. And it happens to be the same time that was the first day they were counting from the Omer. We're counting Sefira's Omer. We're counting the Sefira's Omer. Why are we counting that? Because we're trying to get this to Shavuos. How do I get to Shavuos? I count recognizing I'm on the level of an animal. But the same way they took this barley that normally could have been fed to an animal. But now they took this barley that could have been given to an animal, they took it and brought it to the Beis HaMikdash and made it to be an Ishei Reich Nichayech LaHashem. That's what we can do it ourselves. We could raise ourselves up, and that's the whole goal of Sefira, is to take ourselves from the level of Behema and to remember it's Adam u'Behema Taishi Hashem. Whether you're on the level of Adam or you're on the level of Behema, it doesn't matter. You're on the level of man or you're on the level of animal. It doesn't matter. Hashem will help you if you turn to Him. That's the main thing to understand. To turn ourselves from being Dam into Adam. That's the main point to understand. The blood of impurity to turn into Adam. Okay, that's our lesson for today. Erev Shabbos Baruch Hashem. And the Mitzvah Hashem will continue this on Sunday. We'll pick it up with Tes Vav 15, okay? And we're going to go deeper into the learning on Sefira. And it's a beautiful thing to understand. What we're doing is to connect to the time that we're in, right? We're coming to Purim, and right after Purim, we have, we're getting ready for Pesach, right? Okay? All right, so let's see. Now we're going to learn Halacha and Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Yeah, Baruch Hashem. You okay? David, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. We're in Sif Lamed Gimel 33, and David says we're up to 8. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is an interesting one. 8. Noyegim b'shas ha'tkufa menichin kitzas barzel al kol hamashkim v'hamacholim. Put a little bit of iron. Add a little iron.
Iron?
Yeah, listen, this is not really...
When b'shas...
Tkufa.
Tkufa?
Tkufa.
Tkufa or tkufa?
Tkufa.
Certain period.
Certain times. It's good to put a little bit of iron into your food.
Okay.
Is that what he's saying, Shalom? Put iron.
Seems to be, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to take an iron supplement to put a little iron into your food. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if they
Put a spoon in there.
like spinach has iron in it, right?
Right. No, but he says not to place it. No, he didn't say to eat spinach. He says, manichim kitzas barzel al kol hamashkim v'hamacholim. Also, put a little spinach on your food. Huh?
Al kol hamashkim.
And a mashkim also. V'ala mevusholim oy kevushim by meluchim ein tzrichim. But if you have things that are cooked and things that are salted, I guess, salted with salt, then they don't need it. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next halacha. I don't think this is pertain.
normally the food very much depends on which dish it's in. If
Yeah.
it oxidizes or not.
Yeah.
Some foods you don't even put in the metal. Like if you don't want them to go sour.
Right. Well, there's an idea. Well, okay. So I did a lot of studying in water to understand water. So it's interesting. They were trying to figure out why the Egyptians didn't get sick as much as other people were getting sick, and they realized that the Egyptians would use copper cups,
Right.
copper vessels, and the copper would help to take away any kind of algae and fungus, and it would naturally cleanse the water, just being the water in the copper. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So there's something to do with it. Again, I'm not sure what he means here. I'm going to be very honest. But okay, it's good to have iron supplements. Maybe that's what we do today. If a person's anemic, they tell you to take iron supplements. Okay, let's go to test. Also lechol macholim amashkim shenafshoy shel adam kotza bahem. If you see something and you're loathed by it, you don't like this. You don't like this thing. It doesn't. I don't want to eat this thing, right?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, Kotzavim. Oy mitoich kelim meusim. Lenafshoy, shenafshoy shalodem kotzavim. Or the kelim themselves are disgusting. They're dirty. They're not clean. And the person's like, he feels queasy. He feels, huh?
Ulcer. He says ulcer.
Yeah, he feels queasy by them, right? Maybe that's a good word to use. He feels he doesn't feel comfortable with it, right? If your hands are not clean, you always wash your hands, because you don't want to be learned, because your hands can have on it also sweat, zeya, and that's toxins. It's no good. Or if your hands are actually dirty, the guy's a mechanic and he has dirty hands, don't eat with your dirty hands. Go clean your hands. Shekol elu heim bichlal al tishaksu es nafshei seichem. One of the negative commandments in the Torah: Al tisha, don't be loathed by things. Ba'afilu yoyma she'ei nafshei kotze behem. If the person said, "Well, it doesn't bother me," that doesn't bother me. Betela datay eitzel kol adam. That person's das, what he thinks, is batal by all the other people say this is no good. Don't tell me that this is good. By you, your das is batal to everybody else. Don't think you're anyone special. So again, if you see some food that you don't like the way it tastes or don't like the way it looks, and you don't, stay away from it. And you're mikayim the mitzvah of al tishaksu es nafshei seichem. Unbelievable, right? Amazing. You would think, well, I don't want to eat this. Oh, I mean, Mekayim a mitzvah in the Torah. Or these kalim aren't clean. The plates are dirty, or whatever the case is. I don't want to eat that. So not that I don't want to eat it because I want to eat it because it's a mitzvah in the Torah that I can't do this, and that's why I'm fulfilling it. And it's such an important thing, I think, to understand these ideas constantly. Whatever we're doing it, yes, because it's the common sense thing to do. Right, like we learned last week in the Kabed Esavicha v'Esimecha, right? So the Goyim also honor their parents, right? It's a normal thing. No, but we do it because it's a mitzvah. Yes, I would want to do it anyhow, but I want to do everything I do. I try to do it because I want to be doing a mitzvah. And that's such an important thing to understand. No matter what we do, we're doing it because we want to do a mitzvah. All right, so that's our lesson for today. I wish everyone a wonderful Shabbos. Okay, cold.